are back on Soch ki ttalk, Train of Thought, with a series of an episode with Mr. Vinod Subramanian, Executive Managing Partner with Aditya Birla Capital. I think it's an excellent story to what we are carrying off his on exclusively on ttalk Soch ki. In fact, many a times we give a second thought of getting into an insurance, but today, like, he's at the top of a pyramid as an insurance which is concerned. Sir, welcome back to
Thank you so much.
This episode.
Thanks.
Now, in fact, we have seen the first client which you have cracked, talking in terms of peace of mind to sell an intangible product. And now, I think Star Recruiter in the year 2001, within a span of 1 year, वो कैसा किया आपने?
Okay, long back, 21 years back.
Yeah.
So, not actually 1 year, it was within 2 months, 1 month after training.
Oh my God, okay, good.
So sometimes, I personally believe this, it might again be a very rebellious thought process. But sometimes knowing too much is a problem to work comfortably.
Correct.
So again, as I said earlier, we were a set of new people. And whatever our boss was telling us was like, something which was carved on stone. So he was from the LIC background, and LIC had a brand name, LIC had an existence for more than 50 years, although it had grown out of private players in the past. After nationalization, it became a semi-government organization, so the mindset was different. And they said ki, we should build up a team of independent distributors.
Okay.
And at that point of time, there used to be a license exam that had to be done by, that everybody had to go through. And it was a physical 15-day program that people had to attend, which was actually conducted by IRDA, and you had to enroll into it through a particular insurance company. They would sponsor your entire program, and then you would be given a license to distribute. That process was very long, and we are in Mumbai. Nobody has 15 days time to go and sit in a classroom to take up a distribution agency, full-time or part-time. So convincing people to come with you to be a part of this program was itself a very big challenge. One. Second challenge was we have Aditya Birla Sun Life Insurance Company, and Tata AIG Insurance Company, ICICI Prudential Insurance Company. The only thing they even remotely knew about insurance was LIC.
Correct.
It was such a strong brand, and nobody else really thought ki would there be anything else apart from LIC ever
Any
coming
space
in.
for the private player like.
Yeah, absolutely. So for us to break the barrier, we are an insurance company. Yes, we are backed by Tata. Yes, we are safe. Yes, you can take distribution from us, but for that you need to go and sit for 150 hours, that is 15 days or 20 days of training, and then you have to go and give an examination, physical examination, and then only you will be given a license, and then after license you have to be trained, and then you should sell. So it was one of the most difficult situations. But now when I said this, it was difficult. But I didn't know this, it is so difficult.
Correct.
So when I was told by my boss, you have to get in 15 to 20 people, then only you will be able to sustain in this business. I said, is that so? Well, yeah. So my ideology was very straight. I have to get 15 people. And I have to tell them what I need to tell.
Correct.
But I never knew, because nobody has done that ever in the industry. At the time of joining the company itself, you bring in so many people. So there used to be batches of 24. So I said 15 bol rahe hai, so why not I look at 24? Pura ek batch mera hi ho jayega. So I can come and be a part of the batch and talk to them, interact with them. Let me try that. So kaun si badi baat hai, and I started doing that. So you won't believe it, within 1 month I was able to get in around 25-26 people who put their faith in me, wanted to grow with me, and take out time and start this entire journey with me. It really gave me a lot of confidence, because there was a belief system that was established. People started trusting me. They put their punt on me.
Correct.
And that's why they took out 15 days or 21 days from their life, which is very difficult in Mumbai. That was a big success, felt very good about it. And then when I came back after this whole thing, my boss was very smart. And he had, a lot of people who were seniors, they were very smart. They didn't really tell me that I've done a great job. And I didn't even know that I've done something very big.
Correct.
Okay.
It's a normal process.
Yeah, तो ठीक है, तो हमें ये ऐसे होना चाहिए शायद.
Yeah.
And I brought it to the system, and then suddenly there were a lot of accolades coming in. Very, very big pioneers of the insurance industry started taking note of it. I said, my God, what kind of a thing is this? How is this young boy able to get so many people recruited? So that was something. So sometimes when you don't know too much, it is good.
Correct.
Otherwise, you might succumb under pressure.
Correct. Knowing too much, again you work under pressure.
So there was no target, there was no goal, there was no ambition, there was nothing. I was such a blank-faced, blank-minded man. मुझे ये चाहिए करना है, कर लेंगे. It was like आग में कूदना है, कूद लेंगे. देखते हैं क्या होता है. So that देखते हैं क्या होता है वाला attitude helped me here to bring in these people. And you believe it or not, Chima ji, most of them which I brought into the system in 2001 are still existing with me.
Oh, that's a faith what you have. That's a relationship building exercise.
Yes, like. Exactly. So second month also I did the same thing, 24 people. So the first lot of 50-60 odd people are still there. Not all of them, but at least almost 50-60% of them are there with me for 20 years. So that helped me a lot.
It also depends upon the kind of a leadership qualities you are having, like to take everyone together with you, like that matters the most.
It does.
And then secondly, also I think again you're the number one team in number of policies which you have sold from 2003 till 2012.
Yeah. So yeah.
How you motivated the team of a distributor like
Great. It's a good question. I love to answer this every time because it is again when see, first of all, let us understand the difference between goals, target, and ambition. When you take it as a target, it becomes for a moment. When you take it as a goal, it is slightly long term. When you take it as an ambition, there is no timeline to it.
Correct.
It can keep happening. Goal is a final goal. Ambitions can keep adding up. Target has to be done.
Correct.
So each thing is different. So what do you want to give more from importance to? What is more relevant to you is something which we need to understand. So here I said ki chalo, now the teams are set up and now the team have got a big team. Suddenly almost a maximum number of people have joined me. But I really didn't know how to get business out of them. I was told, get the guys in, we'll train them, we'll educate them, they will sell. I got the guys in, that happened. But I was not satisfied with the way they were selling the whole thing. So I thought there should be something for which we should work cohesively and together. So we decided that let us look at easy things and do it in the easier way rather than doing difficult things and with more difficulty. So what was easy? Numbers. So we thought let us as a group start focusing on getting numbers. So what happened was bringing small numbers also added income to the distributors.
Correct.
And also allowed them to really have a proper base.
Correct.
Platform. I realized it now that number strategy in 2002 which we started till 2011-12 has made such a strong base that they have all taken the
hard plan.
They've taken a huge jump from there. It was more like a catapult. They've just jumped over. And today they are like doing huge numbers of premiums. So their value. First they started with volume. Now it is like value. All of them are making millions. It feels good.
Correct.
So that was the base on which they stepped up and moved ahead. So we all took it as a unanimous one-pointed agenda, and we started working on that on day after day, year after year. And we didn't know there is anything called top again.
So just
there was no pressure कि मुझे फर्स्ट रैंक आने गया वरना मैं था ही नहीं.
Correct.
So हमने चलना मैक्सिमम कितना करते देखते. So then accolades started flowing as the number one in the branch, number one in the zone. अगला महीना suddenly it came in number one in the country.
Correct.
Then it reached a place where you were amongst the top 5 in the industry. मैं बोला यार ये छोटा सा team, like a लगान team, कोई कचरा है, कोई भूरा है. It's like nobody was there.
Take the entire resources.
Yeah, so it suddenly just went up there, and then we started getting recognitions. The same guys who were like, I would not call them road chap, I would call them like mad, crazy people who were just youngsters, started understanding that they have some value.
Correct.
And the numbers started increasing on its own. People started growing.
Correct.
Their ambitions were getting, their aspirational goals started increasing. Somebody wanted to buy a house, somebody wanted to buy a car, somebody wanted to get married, somebody wanted to move from one house to the other. भाड़े का घर से नया खुद का घर. Many small things started coming up, and then they all started working together. It then transcended to getting the highest premiums in the country. the same set of people plus new people who are joining in,
Mm-hmm.
they automatically had positive peer pressure
Mm-hmm.
because they're joining very successful.
Correct.
And so again they transited in getting bigger premiums.
Mm-hmm.
Then they also started focusing on rankings,
Okay.
which I didn't think was ever necessary.
Mm-hmm. You're working more for the ambition, like
It was
you're rather
fun.
setting a
Actually,
goal
it
and
was
fun.
a lot
like.
of fun. It was enjoying it because celebrating each other's success.
Mm-hmm.
यार आज तूने ये किया चलो let's go out, ये किया चलो let's party,
Correct.
so चलो great let's
Correct.
call for lunch. छोटे
I think that's what even when once you're working in corporates also, maintain the boss or the leader, if they're very pushy, like they set a target and they pressurize you. So then I think the things get delayed to a certain extent. But
answer to your question is that is what happens in the insurance industry. When a person joins in, either they're scared that you'll have a boss who will really call, be a taskmaster and call for numbers on daily basis, which is the need of the hour at that point of time because you're very new. There could be two types: one guy who really just pushes on numbers, the other guy who really wants you to grow. So you need to differentiate what kind of boss have you got, then take what you need to do with that. So it's nothing to get scared of.
I see. And those, in fact, the recruiters are free to do their own. Whatever they work they are doing, they are free to do their own work as well.
So it's a challenge to actually lead a team of distributors because they are not bound by salary. They are not bound by anything.
Okay.
There are only two ways you can bind them. One is monetarily, one is emotionally.
Okay.
So when you say emotionally, they are like they are in touch with your heart.
Correct.
You're tied with your heart.
Correct.
Monetarily is something which they make and I make.
Correct.
So
it's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win situation for both of us. So when both our aspirations or goals or ambitions somewhere are coinciding, then there is a cohesive growth story.
Nice. Now, in fact, continuously for third time in a row, like a number one team across the insurance industry, like. So, and I've also heard like about you from others, like you're very aggressive, very passionate, and this is what you have delivered, like. So, what's the feeling of your team and your own perception about that?
See, success is always beautiful to be. I'm elated that I was able to do this. Again, the ambitions or the targets started coming when I started gaining success. Till then, तो team में जगह बनाने वाला हिसाब होता है when you're playing for India.
Correct.
And then once your place is cemented, then you want to be number one in numbers or whatever it is, right? So it was more like that. But I am blessed to have a great team of distributors who have always stood by me, the thick and the thin. And I give a lot of accolades to them because they were able to deliver their best at a certain time. Each person at a different time. The bigger challenge was to identify what is their best. Sometimes if you see Ramayana, that Hanumanji hai. Hanumanji was given a curse that you will never know what is your strength. So they had this wise old bear Jambavan who kept reminding Hanuman ki, Hanumanji, you got this strength, you can do it, try it out. Hanuman said ki, I don't think I can do it, I don't know whether I can. Well, just take a try. So Hanumanji took a try and he was able to reach right up to Lanka, right? And he could make himself so big. Hanumanji tried to make himself big. He said, Achha, can I do that? Yes, he can. So there has to be a Jambavan for success of Hanuman. We pray Hanuman and we know that he is the most powerful god in the mythology, and in the Sanatana Dharma he's got a very strong place. But the guy who was reminding him of what he can do potentially is someone whom we don't pray. There are temples in the south for Jambavan also in Kishkinda. But he's not the star character. So I don't want to be the star character. We need to try to recognize what is our distributor's strength and weakness, and then if we are able to maybe contribute even a little bit in enhancing that strength of his, and maybe slightly lowering down the weakness, you're on path of success.
Good, that's a great thought of a leadership. Mr. Vinod Subramanian has been practicing by taking his team together. That's the reason we could see a success, and year on year I think he has been giving a growth, and for 3 consecutive years I think he has been on number one team as far across the insurance industry. I think there's a lot of insights, even if the target audience you are watching and listening to him on this TikTok ek Boond Soch Ke. I'm sure you get a lot of an inspiration and step by step how like you can navigate and make your career as per the insurance sector which is there. Do catch up with Mr. Vinod Subramanian on our next episode of TikTok ek Boond Soch Ke. Till then, go to www.ttalk.net and subscribe the channel as much as you can. So thanks a lot for being part of this. Thank you.